Alright, welcome viewers back to the stream where we're going to continue through the final phase of the Corvette Expedition, phase 5. As far as I remember, we've completed everything else except for this optional milestone. We'll probably do that at the end, maybe either through the anomaly or heading back to the first sector. There's also this one, which is this one is just waiting for... yeah, we should have this. We should have this once we do the 5th. So waiting for everybody else playing the expedition to finish. Oh, there it goes. Never mind. We get it. Tier 1. Nice. Alright. So right now we are looking to do Space Wrecked and shut down a planet's Sentinel forces. So this one should be straightforward. We just have to kill a bunch of Sentinels until we find a Sentinel Pillar. This one's even easier. We just have to find a Derelict, and I think we've already picked up a... there's a bunch of stuff we should sell. I think we've already picked up an emergency beacon. It's probably... yeah, there we go. Emergency signal scanner. That'll do. It looks like we have some inventory management to take care of. First things first. So I'm gonna head off and do that. The Derelict should be pretty quick. Honestly, they're not too challenging. Alright, we're gonna sell just to make room in our inventory. I don't think there's really anything I need to keep. Viking statuettes, they're quite valuable. Atlantidium, we probably need to keep that for our multi-tool. The reactor, the Deadeye cannon Corvette weapon system I want to play with. For now though, Living Pearl we don't need. Gravitino balls, don't need. Alright, we still, our inventory is still full on our starship and pretty full in our backpack, so I think we're going to head to the ship, dump off a bunch of inventory, make some space, and get going. So we do have a cargo rack here. Right now I'm storing spaceship parts in the cargo rack, but I think I'm just gonna stick everything in here that we don't need, like aluminum, pearls, chromatic metal. We'll keep the carbon, get rid of the stuff that's not immediately useful. Just because there's no point in carrying that all around. Okay, and then we'll do the same with starship inventory, transferring all of this to our backpack first. Might just be the Corvette components. There's not a whole lot of room in that place, in the cargo bay. Where that noise gets a little bit repetitive, doesn't it? There's also some more stuff here we could sell, but I don't really feel the need to head back to the terminal right now. So the only thing we really want to keep is the Star Shield battery. The anomaly detector even can go back in the hold. And exosuit, most of this stuff can go in also. Well, we just transferred it here, so let's go. These, let's actually analyze these and this. Gold nugget and tritium clusters. Don't need to take up separate space. And then the rest of the stuff goes in, starting with the Corvette parts, just in case we run out of space in here. It looks like we might. Alright, and then the expensive stuff next, I guess. And we have room for 2 more things in there. I don't really need to carry the silver around. Oh. And the gold already had a spot, so I feel like that's probably it. The rest of the stuff we can keep on us for emergencies. Doesn't take up that much space. Ah, we still do need to fix our shield harmonic lattice, and we did pick up a wiring loom for that earlier. Only need one though. So there we go. Shield's back online. Great. Over here for exosuit, we do have another supercharged slot. Not really sure what we should put in there. Nothing, I think, is the answer for now. On the starship side, oh, we have this emergency warp unit. Interesting, so it critically damages itself when it's used, I guess. And then on multi-tool, we still have a couple parts here to eliminate. I have a decent bolt caster on it for now. We should be fine. Still don't remember how to switch back to the other multi-tool. I know you can do it on the anomaly. Oops. Trying to close the door. Door's closed. Okay, let's take a ride. Let's see where we want to head. So, as a reminder, where we are in space is... I believe we're at the 4th rendezvous point. And we do have a free explorer. Let's actually get a mission selected. So if I have the 5th... Oh, no, we must be at the 5th? And I can't select it. Okay, so we've already done all of these. That's right. Okay, so we must be at the 5th rendezvous point. And we want to turn on the emergency signal scanner. And then enter pulse space. And that should find us Derelict Freighter. There we go. Found one right away. And we're gonna dock Corvette. Floating out in space next to it. And rather than teleport down, we're gonna try to just fly down to the freighter from here. Yeah, I think I see where we need to go. Look at that. Whoa. So this is where you land in standard spaceships before the Corvette Expedition. There's a teleporter back to our ship, and here is the Derelict Freighter. Some poor unfortunate soul's helmet. We can grab these capsules as we run by, and then we'll work on getting inside. Heating unit on. It is cold in these places. You want to make sure you don't lose your cold protection. Then we just want to go through and open all the crates and find the captain's log. So first things first, we have to open the main entryway here. Severe incidents, total lockdown, access denied, no crew life signs. Lots of cargo. Let's restart internal gravity. Freedom of movement reduced because of gravity calibration error. Manual generator restart? Sure. No heat, unable to restore our primary heat control. Yep. Emergency fabrication unit, access supply cache. Sure, let's get emergency supplies. They always give you some free supplies if you pick that before going in. The little supplies that'll help you, and then we will unseal the door. Alright, what do the supplies that we got look like? We got projectile ammunition, life support gel, and a bunch of life support gel, and some ion batteries. And then here's the first room of the Derelict. So you do move way slower than normal in Derelicts because that makes it more fun, I guess. Kind of find it irritating personally, but it is what it is, and they are fun. Okay, and you can just like walk in here and hold E down, and that will auto open like any containers you happen to glance at. Looks like there's a way through here. Little alcove with nothing in it. There's going to be some enemies on board derelicts, but nothing too dangerous. A lot of junk though. That is a crate we can blow up. There's not really any reason to, but also not really any reason not to. It's fun to blow things up. Get out of the way first though, and then boom. Oh, and we found a log snippet. It's Expedition event log. Talked at space station. Sold technology blueprints. Purchased goods. So these are kind of like randomly generated logs that are very similar to the logs that your frigates give you when they go on a freighter expedition. Temporary offers shut tower security pass. Great, we found the security pass already. So that'll help us access the rest of the ship. Just go out and make sure we scavenge everything. It's another log snippet. We'll check. The rest of these log script snippets probably won't be that interesting, so I tend to just click through them because I've read them thousands of times. Alright, that is a light blue doorway, so there's a color coding on the doors. A light blue one, I think, indicates a dead end. No, light blue one indicates continuance. The purple ones indicate dead end. So look for the purple doors first. There's a purple door. Do the purple doors first, and that way you're guaranteed not to miss anything. Well, it's not a guarantee. You can always just overlook stuff, which I tend to do a lot. But it is more efficient. Okay, dead end complete. So now we'll head to the white door. Emergency light, interesting. Turn on the heating unit so we don't freeze. As long as you're standing within a certain range of those, your environmental temperature control stays high, but as soon as you get a little ways away, it starts dropping. And Gladys, our suit computer, tells us. Alright, there is one of the enemies in this. There's another one. These are the two of the enemies. These are jellies. They're like the weakest Derelict Freighter enemy. The only danger is if a lot of them surprise you. But as you can see, they aren't very fast and they die quickly. So this is about the easiest freighter we could have hoped for, it looks like. Nothing up there. Doesn't look like anything. Oh, that console is something. So that's a teleporter that will teleport us back out. I'll turn that on in a second. But I tend to do these in one run because they're so simple. Looks like this one, oh, it did open, okay. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell if they open or not. I think we got all of those. That's a lot of lockers. Usually there's not that many in a row. Just using the mining beam here on these things because they're weak and slow, so no point in wasting ammo. Got some weird capsule that I blew up.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
And this heater's nice and warm. We'll stand there a second. Alright, there's door 3. That's where we'll go next, but I want to make sure we pick every last thing up. Here's another log. Oops. Swivel the chair. Alright, MV Saka. So each of these logs is from a crew member who's dead. This one's just saying, yeah, they went and did stuff, and investigated Viking, purchased supplies. Nothing interesting there. It sounds like maybe something they bought, got out and killed them. It's the reason this place is derelict in the first place. And there are a lot of crates. This is a really nice haul. How's that? Yeah, these beds are hard to find the scavenge points on. And I do need to get some temperature. Okay. These beds have a scavenge point on them that's hard to access if you don't know it's there. Alright, reactivate this teleporter. Just in case we have to go back and dump stuff off. Usually I have enough space though. Records thermal access searching. Mission destination encrypted. Crew manifest accessible. So accessing the crew manifest is one of the 2 things you have to do to complete a freighter. The other one is find the captain's log. Scanning ship for biological traces. No detected biological traces matches crew records. Temporary officer, biosecurity. Nothing about the captain. Okay, but this ship is only a day old. There's the manifest. I mean, the ship, these people were on board just a day ago, according to that. So many crates. So this would be a fantastic haul. I mean, this is a fantastic haul for a freighter so far. We'll take a look at all the loot we get at the end. No reason to stop partway through to look at it, really. The only real danger here is to make sure our thermal protection doesn't fall all the way. We can also recharge it. We've picked up a whole lot of ion batteries and other things. Oh, and our laser is almost out. Let's charge that. And we can always use some oxygen. Okay, over here's another log. It's probably not the captain's log. Large opportunity on planet. Hailed freighter. Translation error caused great offense to freighter captain who opened fire, hull damage during retreat. Okay, well. So they were crippled by a freighter they ran into. Probably partly accounts for why they're a floating derelict. Okay, anything else that I missed in here besides a whole bunch of crates? There's just a lot of crates in this. Usually not quite this many. This is a very lucrative freighter. That's a purple door. We can go in there. Since it will be a dead end. And there's something in that capsule. Oof. Don't want that getting out. Okay, finished that little side quest. I'm always glad that they left all these heaters laying around. hard to tell on these, like, long white ones whether they've been opened or not. The change is almost imperceptible. Okay, it looks like maybe one more bank of lockers. Oh, we got those already. Don't think I got this one, but it's not giving me an option, so that must be everything. Kind of did it by looping around, trying to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Now we're going on to section 3. Hear something squiggling. There it is. Little squiddo squiggling around. Oh, I hear another one. Sounds like it's up in the ceiling. Oh, and then another log snippet here. Research log entry. Ground crew collected creature blood while on mission, performed gravity analysis observation. DNA swab revealed virulent microorganisms on surface. Sample quarantined. Okay, well, that sounds dangerous. That could be a reason that they got derelicted. Oh, there wasn't much in this room, was there? No heater either. Kind of unusual. Alright, a ladder down. You can climb or just jump if you want to be faster. Getting a little chilly. Need to find a heater soon. There's one. I don't see any more of those space squids. Jellyfish, I guess. And there's a little corridor through there. I think that's just a pillar. We'll go through this way first. Oh, this box is mobile. That's cool. You can push those around. In the low yet heavy gravity. Is there anything else interesting here? There's another teleporter. Mainframe access denied. Captain's DNA required. Bioscan indicates severe incident status. Override available. Indicate Captain's fate to begin. Yeah, he's dead. Input accepted. Log record fate as redacted. Duty officer take command. Luckily we have temporary officer Stord's identity. Log records his temporary commander. Read Captain's log. Vessel is ours by right of conquest. By the laws who came before us, no more shall follow. Shall we follow? No more shall we beg. Grah! The plunder shall be ours, and ours alone. Sounds like a Viking. Their whining has a certain stench to it. They're like beasts wallowing on their own lies, wondering aloud if their old captain was not more of a warrior than I. Perhaps I shall take their tongues. None among the crew fired until they were sure I might live. I had to kill the creature myself, its venom coursing into my leg. They wished me dead. They can wish all they want. That sounds like a piece of work, doesn't he? Autolog and transcription words not translatable. Well, there's the captain's log. That should complete the freighter mission. Maybe we have to get back off. There's the final door, I hope. And the purple door over there we'll check first, though. Another one of these we can blow up. Because it's fun. Oh. And some jellyfish sneaking up on us. We're trying to. Can I get that guy? Yeah. Alright, thermal protection getting a little low. Run back to that heater. Forgot everything. There's a heater. Getting cold. Okay. We'll get our main thermal protection up and we will boost our heat generator. Kind of gives us an invisible second, or I guess it's slightly visible second heat protection there. And fifth door. That's an unstable canister. There's a bunch of jellyfish. That one seems to be protected by something. That was weird. Alright, a final log snippet maybe. Invested in business, deployed trading drones, substantial losses, hailed freighter, another, I guess that's exactly the same words as in the previous log. There's another door. Another log. Anything useful here? Breaking down the warp reactor, blink loosen the living quarters. They won't find us here. They can't. Okay, so something got on the ship. Oops, I didn't need to read the log again. I was trying to get this. Alright, it looks like we're done here. One more door. Why did I turn this heater off? Should be door 6, yep. Ah yes, this looks like some kind of cargo bay. And no squids, great. We'll do a circuit around the place to scavenge everything. Another log snippet. Ship AI logging fragment recovered. AI internal memory encrypted. Probe report. Nothing that interesting. What is that? That must be the thing that escaped. It basically amounts to the jellyfish. And no jump scares. Good. Don't have to scream on stream. Smash everything. Generally good policy when you're exploring a derelict. Oof. Ah, another log fragment. Log snippet. Ship AI log decrypted location tracking report for Technician Tonghae Engineering. Personal bioscan 3 days ago. No further life signs. Got choked by something, it sounds like. Alright, there's the final teleporter, and we've opened everything, so this is our final interface on the ship. Engineering control panel. Generator failure detected. Fabricators on emergency power. Construct component. Okay, so we can extract nanites here or fabricate items. Nanites are boring, although very useful. Let's see what we get if we fabricate. I believe, yeah, these can give you Corvette modules, freighter bulkheads, which is like freighter storage or freighter technology upgrade. Generally, I would recommend technology upgrades or bulkheads if you are working on your freighter. Yeah, this is a deployable freighter upgrade for fleet combat. So this will make frigate combat performance boost. So it's like having boosts to your frigates for freighter expeditions. There it is, salvaged a derelict freighter. The one of the 2 final missions will head back to the main airlock. This way through the teleporter and then this way out. And oh, we can walk at normal speed again. So nice. Can't yet boost, but it should turn on soon. Oh, a little bit of oxygen laying out here for us. It's not usually much out here. Animal beam board. And close the door. Leaves the door open. Alright, let's take a look at what we have in inventory. Wow, we've really filled up our inventory. Mostly C-class modules, that's not the greatest. We got some storm crystals, hypnotic eye, captain's log. It says it's only 502 units worth, but if we head back to the station, it should be worth a lot more than that. A forlorn gel sack. A bunch of tainted metal, neuroduct. So basically everything here we can sell. We got, they were carrying a bunch of nip. Ancient bones. Larval core and hadal cores, while they are very valuable to sell, you can also just immediately convert these to nanites in a refiner, so that's a good way to harvest nanites. Ship manifest. So yeah, let's head back to the station, sell all that stuff. And then on our way to the station, we'll look for, where is the station? Over there. On our way to, there's also a base here. Safe haven, okay. I'll head back to the station to sell stuff. And then we'll try to find a Sentinel Pillar as the next step. And we can just cruise into that station opening there. Kind of surprised there isn't a trade terminal that you can build in the Corvette. I wonder if there is, and I just haven't noticed yet. Alright, for trade sales, we are going to sell some of this stuff, because I definitely don't need it. Probably recommend you don't really sell a lot of these things. There's a lot of other uses for them, but sometimes you're just in it for the cash. Alright, we wanted one more tech slot up here. And then for the rest of the things, we're going to sell the C-class upgrades to this guy for nanites. C-class aren't really worth even considering unless you're desperate. Why can't I sell this? There we go. And then there is somebody who's interested in the freighter manifest. Lost in space, disconnected, a terrible fate, carapaces will be respected should traveler entity wish to share what they know. We'll donate the crew manifest. Donating the crew manifest give us what? I don't know. We will donate the captain's log as well. I thought it normally gave us like a more obvious indication of what we got for donating. What I remember we actually get for those is standing. So I'm not sure what guild that was. Probably the Explorers Guild if it's Corvex. So it didn't give us standing with them. Yeah, maybe I'm confused, or maybe we don't get standing because it's an expedition. I'm not sure. I thought that would just give us guild standing for those donations. Anyway, a couple other things here. I think we're basically just ready to go on the next part of this expedition. I don't think there's an easy way to upgrade my multi-tool. I'd kind of really like to get back to the other multi-tool because we're going to be doing a lot of combat, and having the shotgun blaster was nice. I feel like there should be a way here. That's a nice weapon compared to the one we have, honestly, although we might want to take out the upgrades first. We'd still need to figure out Scatter Blaster, so I don't just want to buy one. I want to change which multi-tool I'm using. I guess you can't do that here. I'm pretty sure you can do it in the anomaly. So I guess that's the next stop. Let's stop and check if it's even possible in the anomaly. We do have a reward to collect. So we'll do that once we're in the ship. Oh, tired. Close the door. Okay, Expedition. That was Space Wreck. Space Wreck gave us 3 repair kits and some personal force field plans. I'm not sure if I can use those repair kits on the multi-tool. It's possible. We do have a bunch in storage. 6 repair kits. Let's see. Oops. Repair kit. Allows damaged equipment to be quickly and efficiently restored. While repairing a piece of technology, repair kit can be applied to any damaged component in place of the usual requirements. Oh, apply repair kit. It says right there. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, so we can at least get this repaired. Great. And then maybe we can add scatter blaster components. We do have a shell greaser. We have... Ooh, we don't have the pugnium or the magnetic resonator though. Or do we? It's possible we have it and I just stuffed it in storage. No pugnium. I could buy some. And no magnetic resonator. But just having a base scatter blaster might be nice, so it's probably worth looking for that stuff. And we'll build the shell greaser as well. We do have wiring looms. Let's go see if we can find some pugnium. Pugnium will actually drop from Sentinels, I believe, but not the other thing. So we do need the 2 wiring looms. And there's always a chance we can find a magnetic resonator for sale here, so let's just make one quick trip back to Galactic Trade Terminal. The off chance they might have a magnetic resonator for sale. Oops, not you. Let's get a word while we're talking to you. Give. Any magnetic resonator for sale? No, but we do have the pugnium and we need, I think, 200 of this. So we can at least use the blaster, we just don't have the shell greaser. Magnetic resonator, I'm sure we saw one in the trade terminal at one point. Platinum wiring looms, amino chambers. Yep, no shell greaser. So we'll ask around for that. Let's see if there's any components we want to buy. Nope, nope, nope. I want to talk to you. Upgrade modules. Do you have any A-class good or S-class modules? Blaze Javelin, Mining Beam, Plasma Launcher. So we gotta upgrade the Mining Beam and the Bolt Caster. I think we're just about maxed out with the Bolt Caster. Oh no, we have enough. Oh, that is maxed out. Okay, so which one of these was better? 7 reload time, 8 burst cooldown, 1 damage. The S-class is better there. And yeah, let's throw this away. And then this is for the mining beam. That gives us better heat for the mining beam. Surprised there's no more supercharged slots on this thing. Oh well. Good enough for now. Let's see if we can't find a magnetic resonator. You there. Research entity something. Yiko Pedal. Do you have a magnetic resonator? You do. Fantastic. Alright, we now have a decent enough weapon again. And we can head out. Alright, I haven't done this in a while, but my understanding of how you get to the Sentinel Pillar is you just have to find Sentinels and kill a bunch of them. Let's go to this bountiful planet because this will be way easier to survive. There's also a place there called Final Stand, a base. Maybe that indicates somebody found a pillar there we can just go to and use, so maybe we'll go to that pillar first. It's a bountiful planet. Bountiful planet means there may be storms, but the atmosphere should be fine. There shouldn't be any temperature problems or toxic, that sort of thing. Expedition 19, final outpost, 19's end. I'm going to call this anything good. The June's travel agency. Yeah, none of these are that compelling. Let's just head straight down, make our own spot. Through the clouds, while the clouds are thick down there. Hopefully it's not just water like that last nice planet we went to. Through the clouds. Coming in hot. It's water. Oh, there's some land. No, those are big waves. That's not land. Okay, there's some bases that way. Kind of far away though. So let's assume the bases are on land and maybe make a arc over to them. Going up in the atmosphere gives you a much higher. The further away from the planet, the faster you can go, basically. And then, yeah, let's just pulse to this thing. And maybe this will be some land, and could be a water base. It's hard to tell because of the clouds. Very, very cloudy down here. Whoa, there we go. Those are some trees. Great. Oh, and I actually landed the Corvette. Forgetful. Didn't have to land. That's okay. And what we want to do down here is just start killing Sentinels. Wow, the storms are coming in heavy. Shut down. Planetary Sentinel forces. Attack Sentinel drones. Begin shutdown process. Sentinel forces may be peacefully disabled by locating a Sentinel Pillar. extreme storm, though. It sounds like a giant worm alarm, too. Do we have a terrain manipulator, right? Yeah. We'll go into a cave. We need to wait this storm out. Storms... and there's already sentinels investigating. Great, so storms can be pretty frequent on full planets. Keep our life support topped up, and let's shoot the sentinel and get started. I could go into the ship. Basically, we just want to keep shooting these guys until they tell us where their pillar is. I'm not sure what that means. I think they'll probably drop something, like some kind of beacon that we can activate that will tell us where it is. I don't recall. It's been a while since I've done this. There's been other expeditions where you've had to do this exact same thing. So this expedition is just sort of an amalgam of random things you've had to do in the past. Plus Corvette. Should also be scanning these things. What is that? Oh, that's somebody's base. Good. Is that a sentinel in a rock? It appears to be stuck in the rock. Oh, or the ground. Oh, and there's lots of hazardous flora. Alright, wave 2. Oldcaster seems to be doing pretty well so far against these guys. And the storm did abate, although it's still pretty stormy. It's just not as much as it was. One more. Deep grass. Oh, there's still a couple over here. Oh, underwater. Underwater sentinel? Where are you? You're in the water? Yeah, you're in the water. We're gonna have to swim for that one, I guess. I like the combat music. There's another one way over there in the water. We lost them, okay. Shut down planetary sentinel force. So we attacked them. Did they? Oh, they dropped salvage glass. That's what it is. So you look at the salvage glass, you extract components for this, and eventually you'll get something useful out of there. Right now we just got sentinel exosuit fragments. So these are like general exosuit fragments that give you bonuses, but don't usually stack with anything else, except for themselves, I guess. Life support and shield strength, that's nice. Let's put that in a supercharge slot. And I guess we'll try to hunt some more. I don't really want to hunt the ones underwater. It's kind of a pain. Oh, where is he? There. What is that sticking out? Is that just a plant? I think that's just a plant, yeah, okay. Ooh, big fish. Oh, there's the sentinel that we were looking for. Come on. There we go. Let's go pick up his rock. There we go. Alright, let's get them to get out of this water. I'm gonna fight them in this water as it feels right now. There's a big bug there. That noise that you're hearing is a giant worm jumping through the land. Somewhere behind us though, so... Alright, Sentinel drones, you coming? Let's let them get a little closer. Come on, guys. You're not very aggressive for Sentinels, for aggressive Sentinels. And that's just a plant, and that guy is really far away. Come on, guy. I'm not even sure I can see him. Alright, maybe we'll go deeper into the terrain, I mean into the land. Oh, I'd really like to scan these flares. Sometimes hard to click on them when they're tiny little dots, so you gotta remember you can zoom in. A lot of flares. Okay, let's go find some Sentinels on solid ground. Alright, does this guy's base surround a Sentinel Pillar by any chance? That would be pretty nice. No, but there is a signal booster. I wonder if we can find one that way. No. What is this? Okay. That is not something I've ever seen before. I think it's just some kind of decorative base structure. And an oxygen harvester. That's kind of nice. Maybe we'll get some oxygen out of this thing? No. We'd need to put carbon in there to charge it first. That's okay. Alright, let's do something that attracts the Sentinels. What can you do? Yeah, resource. You can harvest resources. That usually brings them. There's one. Guess what? Oops, I should have reloaded it as what? Okay, we're switching to Scatter Blaster. Although the Boltcaster was doing great. Scatter Blaster is kind of fun. Where are you guys? These are like the least aggressive Sentinels I've ever seen. Ooh, you shoot me? Maybe I should turn on... Oh, there's somebody behind us. I think I might set up shields. Ooh, he summoned something. I guess that's the one you don't want to kill because he summons more. This Scatter Blaster has kind of a poor reload. So I'm going to switch to the Boltcaster. And I'm really looking for the salvaged glass containers. Uh oh, another storm coming. Just killing all the Sentinels. 6 seconds for reinforcements. Leave the area or hide to escape. You know? Okay. Maybe these guys will be more of a challenge. Nope. Just the same old, huh? This time they have a repair drone. I guess they did before. He just wasn't doing a good job. Very good job. I think I need to hide because of the storm. Storm is a lot more dangerous than the Sentinels. Okay, let's take a moment and recharge our hazard protection. And our heater. And our life support. Okay. And then we're back on Bolt Caster. And these guys are out here waiting for us. There's one in the trees up here. But this is too much storm. Might as well find this buried technology module here. Shield module. Okay, let's get out of the... Oops. Let's get out of the storm. Somehow let my shields lapse there. Alright. Did we complete this BTM? I don't think so. Subterranean organic structure. Got some gelatinous remains. Yummy. And yeah, I guess we got it all. Okay, we should have more salvaged glass to look at. This processed protein, a scrap of organic matter. It's not clear if this is a life form in its own right or some ejected, severed part of a larger being. Ah, that's just poop. Okay, we got a suspicious shield module we can install. That's nice. Oh, wait, that overloaded us? Huh. You know, I don't think we actually have a shield. That's why I'm confused by this.
Storm clearing.
That one is better than this one, though. We never actually built a shield. Sodium and antimatter. We'd have to upgrade our sodium, but I think we can make antimatter. No, we need chromatic metal. Okay. So, might be worth heading back to the ship to actually get a shield. Although that's just giving us hazard protection, so that's not it. These seem to be doing it. So, we don't have like a core defense unit item, which I'm a little confused by. Because I guess what I'm thinking of it actually is this. There's like a shield here. So we could do this personal force field. I rarely use this. It's not really worth it. It's like you right click to hold down and you get a shield. Might be fun just to turn it on, and we do have a wiring loom in the ship. So maybe I'll run back and grab that real quick. And we'll look at the rest of the salvaged glass. Alright, well they didn't like me popping out in front of them. But yeah, these drones are really, really trivially easy. I guess they don't send walkers after you anymore, like they used to. Or maybe that's just something for the expedition. At any rate, the storm's abating, so we can head back to the ship, grab that wiring loom, check out our salvaged glass, see if we have an indication of where the pillar might be. Maybe get some healing. I wonder if we can cook fecium in the nutrient processor. Fecium? Fecium. Yeah, look at that wild yeast. Delicious. Here we want to refine the sodium into sodium nitrate. If I can find it. There it is. Don't need that much. Also going to need some carbon.
Technology recharge.
Wiring loom. Wait, did we use all our wiring looms? Damn, okay. So we're not gonna have one, unfortunately. Unless we could make a... Or maybe there's a trade terminal in this base nearby. We'll go check there. But yeah, you can't make a trade terminal on your Corvette, it looks like. That's probably enough sodium. Oops. Just check that. Which one of these needed sodium? This one, right? Yeah. And antimatter is going to need some chromatic metal. I think we should be able to make it. No. Yeah, we should be able to make it because we have chromatic metal in storage here, but it's not going to let us. There we go. We upgraded our shield a little bit, but we still can't get the multi-tool shield because we need a wiring loom. Okay, and we can't get that right away. Let's take a look at the salvaged glass and see if we can get anything out of there. No. Sentinel weapon shard, though. That's nice. And then more... Oh, more Sentinel weapon shards. Yeah, so these are giving us fire rate and damage boost and reload time bonuses across all our weapons. Those are kind of nice. And then more exosuit fragments. Yeah, and there is a limit to how many of these you can have. So solar panel power, sprint distance. These ones with 3 things are the best, and this one, fuel efficiency. Not sure what fuel efficiency is, probably for jumping. So and life support tanks are nice. Oh, solar panel power is life support too. So let's get rid of this one. That's fine. We'll head to this base, see if there's a trade terminal. But if not, we'll just keep shooting sentinels. I mean, not sure what else to do except shut down, attack sentinel drones to begin shutdown process. Okay, well, where's the base? Let's get a terminal, trade terminal, see if we can upgrade our shield. You don't really need it yet, but can I just go through this window? Doubt it. Looks like the base might need power. Oh, hey buddy. Oh, yeah. Take a fight here. This is a good place to fight. Where are they? Oops, except for the hole. What are you doing on the ground? Give me your glass. And why is that guy searching? I just blew up your friend. You should be able to find me, no problem. He's searching in a very strange high place. Where did that go? Went down in this hole, I think. Yep.
Warning. Sentinel combat unit deployed.
Oh. Hello there. Doesn't really seem to be an escalation, but I don't know, maybe I've only defeated one wave at a time so far. That's show 2 stars, so maybe there is an escalation if we get another star. Come on. Why aren't you fighting me? Okay, we got it up to 3 stars this time. get back toward this base. More clear, open area. Fewer holes.
Elite Sentinel.
Elite Sentinel Force, okay. Uh-oh, and that's actually firing at me for once. Maybe the grenade launcher would have been a better idea here. Who's that? Something's hitting me. And these are very weak still. I think there's something on the ground here shooting me? No. Oh, there is something on the ground. There we go. Well, that's interesting, at least. Pretty sure you want to get around behind these guys, and there's a weak spot on the back. They also have some kind of cloak field. Yep, reload please. Still pretty weak. Susceptible to strafes. Okay, while we're waiting, we will open more of these. What's this? Quad servo for that guy. Antimatter. A exosuit fragment. And still nothing.
Sentinel walker detected.
Oh, there is a walker. Okay, so maybe it's the walker that you have to destroy that tells you where the pillar is. Don't see a walker. Maybe it was talking about that robot dog thing. Ooh. Let's get the bolt caster going and shoot the repair ones first. Ooh, that guy's launching grenades. Shields are doing fine though. And they're out over the water again. Get their attention. Maybe they'll chase me? Oops. Whoa, there's the walker. Okay. Kill these ones first. They seem to be the summoners. I can't reach him. That's too bad. Ooh. Probably should have made a Minotaur to help me with this. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oops, that guy's got a nice gun. Oh, and he's got a repair bot by him. And we're getting a storm. Shields are going down. Ah, he's pretty accurate with that thing. Shields down. Come on, reload. There we go. Okay. Got the walker. We charged our shield with his purple drop. Storm is annoying. No edit permission. We're too close to the base. Take a moment to recoup. Hazard protection's going up. Get the life support. They have 30 seconds to find us. Let's see if there's anything that we found yet. A crystal fragment a salvaged glass, ooh, and a hard frame engine. None of that is a way to find the Sentinel Pillar. Okay, let's sit in here for a few seconds. See if there's... Alright, did we turn off the Sentinels that fast? That wasn't anything. Okay, so we need to kill more of the Minotaur guys, according to the guide I just looked up. So we do need to get to at least the level 3 to make those guys come out. And the storms are going to be annoying. We might even have to end up making more ammo at some point. This is just chewing through our ammo. Alright, just gonna wait out the storm. While we're waiting, I think I can throw these away for now. These are only going to be worth a tiny bit of nanites, and we are rapidly filling up our suit inventory. Hard frame unit. Don't remember what that's for. Interesting. Okay. Back on it. We're just gonna have to keep fighting in this terrible weather, I guess. I guess that's the disadvantage of using the Bountiful Planet, is that the storms are more frequent, but the advantage is that outside of storms you're not really... Oh, you know what? We can immediately get it to level 3 just by grabbing a Gravitino ball, can't we? Oops. Oh. There's something stuck inside the base there. I wonder if that makes it easier or harder to get him. Well, he's clobbering us with the laser. Okay, he's not actually inside the base. Come on. Alright, that was a purple container, but it didn't give us anything obvious that would be like, hey, summon the, or find the pillar. Okay. The Sentinels are searching. We're kind of want to get a little further away from this base. Got plenty of sodium to just keep recharging our suit. Good. Storm's clearing. Let's see. Boltcaster. So the basic Sentinels are very, very simple, but the dogs are a little bit harder, and the walkers are quite a bit harder, but still totally doable. And we're still too close to this base. Let's get on the other side of this hill, maybe? Oh wait, there's one more guy there. Let's get him first so that we get a... Yeah, they're too far away. Let's find some Gravitino balls on the other side. There's some. Come on guys, it's over here. Yeah, I guess we have to wait till their search fails. It's a very nice place when it's not storming.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Doing some basic scanning while we're waiting for the Sentinels to give up.
Units received.
And I guess I could clear a lot of this area just to make it easier, like a easier arena. Clear and flatten this with the terrain manipulator. You know, that actually might be the way to go. Is just let's get the terrain manipulator out and let's switch to flatten. And we can just like make a much better arena for fighting the Sentinels here. Yep.
Sentinel drones activated.
Didn't think of this earlier, but this might help. Plus it'll give us some undercuts here where we can hide from the storm. Is that what I thought it was? Yep. Immediately outside of my arena. Scatter blast will work on you. Oh. Not so bad.
Sentinel combat unit deployed.
Okay, terrain manipulator, flatten. Yeah, let's keep flattening. This is actually helping a lot. You guys honestly don't seem that elite. I guess because you have shotguns. But they aren't using them very often. Ah. Oops. Ah, I'm getting healed. Stop that. There we go. And you, don't be shooting at me from behind. Picking up the barrels does recharge your shields. Another storm already. Come on. Getting shot from so many directions. Fire. Man. Stop healing him. Oh, jeez. Alright. Did I have an overhang that I could hide under over here? Yeah. Okay, we have 10,000 ammo. We're not going to run out of that anytime soon. I can't mine away a tree, but I can get it out of the way. These trees were getting in the way a bit. And I don't want them to lose me. So let's go let them see us. How come you guys aren't seeing me? Come on. There we go. Nope, it still didn't see me. Okay, I guess we'll just have to get some more Gravitino balls. Let me fill in this hole if I can. That is annoying. Can I? Doesn't look like it. Oops, extreme heat. Forgot about my health. Let's see, I guess creates is what we want here, huh? Yeah. Fill this hole in. It's too dangerous for my battle. Weapon charge depleted. Okay.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
How are we doing? That hole still there? Kind of getting better. Oops. Kind of hard to see with the storm raging.
Thermal protection falling.
There we go. Vast swaths of terrain
Thermal protection falling.
destroyed instantly.
Thermal protection falling. Extreme heat damage detected. Thermal protection falling.
Alright, I don't think I'm going to fall in a hole. There's still a hole. Boy. Oh, okay. Maybe you just can't fill holes. Maybe I should give this up and go back to the fight. Well, let's give it a little bit more try and see.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Thermal protection falling.
It look like those holes are filling in. They are, but they're still like little small ones that kind of make this edge dangerous.
Extreme heat damage detected.
Yep. Extreme heat. Alright, where are the Gravitinos? There they are. Well, that's not Gravitino, but it'll do. I'm surprised just this act of destroying terrain doesn't bring the Sentinels over.
Protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology
Kinda made a mess of things here. Let's switch back to a weapon and see if we can't attract some more Sentinel attention.
Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Pretty much out of sodium now.
Ground protection falling.
Yeah. But there is some in the resource deposit here. Great. It's just a sodium resource. Nice. It's just raw sodium here. That'll help.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Good, good. Storm's over. This will be enough sodium to keep us alive during the next storm. For now, though, let's see if I can't get some sentinels attracted. Completely lost gravitino balls. There's sentinel over that way. Where are you, buddy? I just saw you on the radar. Guess gravitino balls will show up here, right? Yeah. Wait. And this terrain down here is already relatively flat. I could have just come here. That's it. Help you, buddy, so I can shoot you. Sneaking up behind me, huh? Somebody's shooting me. Do not appreciate that. Cool, and I blew him up before he summoned his buddies. Alright, just this dog thing left. And the hazardous flora can go. Where are you? Hiding behind the rock. Alright, we got it to level 4. Have a nice flat area. Oh, and we got Sentinel boundary map. Great. Okay, so I do not need to fight this walker. Might as well though, since it's here for practice. Took a while to get that map. Who's shooting me? There's a walker and a dog. Okay, maybe a little more than I want to be able to handle, but I'll do it. As long as there's no healers. Oop, don't fall in the hole. Where are you running? Where are you running? I lost him. Damn it. Running away from me is the answer. Ooh. Getting hurt. You got fully healed? Okay, let me get out of these hills. It's too hard in the hills. I can't recharge shields, unfortunately. What do we have here? Okay, that will let me recharge my shields. There's the hospital drone. Now I can kill the dog. Sounds terrible when I say that. I meant the robot quadruped. Nope, nope, nope. Don't be doing that. Said no. Come on. Finally. Okay. Sentinel searching. There's still a walker out there, but you know what? I am out of here. We're going to cut our losses and use the map we found. Look at that. Sentinel boundary map. Okay, let's get back to the ship. Where did I put the ship? That way. You know what I'm going to do just for fun also is make sure our freighter is here. Come on, freighter, you coming? I guess he's summoned, but he's above the clouds, so we can't see him. That's too bad. Oh, look at all these gravitino balls. So lovely. Yeah, doubt if they'll be able to find me on board the ship. Yeah, look at that. They deactivated just when I got near the ship. Shoot. Okay. Finally defeated the Sentinels. We can put another weapon shard in our multi-tool. What else did they give us? Some more exosuit fragments, 3 more in fact, but we don't need those. What we need is the boundary map. Plot a route. Alright, let's assume it's far away and we will find it from within our ship. Although I probably should have marked it first. No, it's marked there. Great. It's actually on a different planet. Okay. Good. I'm sick of that planet. Okay, go figure. Finding the Sentinel Pillar took like an hour of fighting Sentinels. Thought that would have dropped sooner. I guess the secret is to try to get the Sentinel alert level higher and keep it high so that you can get more dogs or quadrupeds and bipeds. Because the small Sentinels do not seem to drop the map. So here we are. This looks like probably the radioactive planet. I wasn't really paying attention. There's also a crashed freighter nearby. This time, I don't think we're going to... I wonder if we can just shoot it. No. Okay. I don't think we're going to... Wait, can I shoot those things? They do take damage. Okay, Sentinels are coming. I have this vague memory that, like, shooting these things is how, yeah, this is how you get rid of the Sentinel. And look at that. Yeah. Want some? This is much easier. We are probably going to get shot by Sentinel Cruiser eventually. But basically, to get this pillar... Wow, that guy is tough. Do I have another weapon? I do. Oops. Don't hit S because that makes me target the enemy ships. Is he really this tough, or is he just invulnerable to ship weapons? I love that you can shoot them with ship weapons. Not a huge fan of not being able to destroy that Minotaur looking thing though. Okay, looks like we blew up all of the pillar components, so now let's just hop out. If we can. There's some kind of cool monolith looking thing over there also. We'll have to check out. Might be a distraction. Oh yeah, look at this. There's knowledge pillars and everything. Ooh, our first knowledge pillar of Gek, I think? No, this is going to be Viking. Oh no, it's Korvax. Nice, look at our first Korvax word. And we'll talk to the monolith just to say hi. Before these sentinels kill us. Metal spiders. We'll wait. It'll be fine. The hallucination phase have passed some sort of test. A reward materializes. Great. Alright, now where is that sentinel mouse? Right over there. Okay, this is a toxic planet, but honestly that's way better than storms. Should have just fought them here the whole time. Ooh, these little things give you navigation data. If you look at them here, they are ancient relics. Ooh, and here comes the Minotaur. He's found us. Hopefully he's damaged, I think. Yeah, he's damaged. Nice. Come on, reload. Alright, he was damaged badly by our ship. So it was a good idea to shoot this thing from space before we landed. And I think we destroyed all of its shielding. Yep, all down. So all we have to do is go here and access. Boundary node exposed, vulnerable. First access logs. Imposter detected, override code Ariadne. Voice of the Hive. Iran routine protocol prey experiment shell sentinel. Once we had no need for visual manifestation or physical form, our invisible eyes would record, sort, delete the life and death of every world there ever was or would be. We had no thoughts, no personality, no dreams. So that's the first story of the Iran, who I guess were the Sentinels before the Sentinels became Sentinels. And now we're gonna shut down Sentinel forces. Waveform poisoning initiated. Immediate shutdown required. Warning, boundary node exposed. Boundary archive status vulnerable. We're gonna extract some weapon technology. Look at that. It is a scrappy C-class weapon that we will leave. And look, Sentinels disabled. Boundary node exposed. Vulnerable. Log off. How long the disable lasts for, I have no idea. But that is the completion of our milestone. Silence the Sentinel threat. Expedition 19 Phase 5. Completed. Is what appears to be someone's base here. What a surprise. Oh, this base is called Sentinel Pillar. Okay, probably could have found that from space without looking too hard rather than going through that hour-long fight process. But it was fun. Where is my ship? There it is. I'll get out of this toxic radioactive cloud. Avoid that plant. And let's see what we get. We have aperture, no, 1-0. Wheel of Hurt firework. We also have Phase 5 reward. Shipwright title, Corvette decal plans, Corvette banner customization. So 2 optional milestones left, but Otherwise, that's the entire expedition done. New reward. Phase is complete. Mecha Mouse Companion Egg. A what now? Mecha Mouse. What's his name? What is it? It's right there. Oh. Oh, look at that. He's hungry. It's our new companion. It is a robot insect. Mecha Mouse. Let's feed it. Yeah, look at the ion batteries. That's lovely. It loves ion batteries. You can also ride it. Take a ride. Oh, that's pretty funny. It is slow. Oh, it runs. It's kind of a jerky ride. I love it. Alright, that's awesome. Dismount. Head back to the ship. So we're gonna do one final follow-up. And what I'm gonna do is head back to the stars. I'm not sure why we're not getting this. Even though it says it's 100%, I expect that'll probably come later. Select other milestones from the Expedition tab and print signature at rendezvous stations. Complete resist milestones. Once imprint progress is complete, return to a space station, inspect the station's core. Okay. So we're going to do that. I want to go back to the very first space station, but if there's before we do anything else, I'm going to turn networking back on. And we'll head out to the space station and we'll try to hitch a ride on somebody else's Corvette. There's a bunch of people here, so we will try to engage someone at the station and see if we can get a ride. Because there is that optional milestone. I think I was bouncing off the station there. Don't blow up my ship. Looks like we might be stuck inside the station. What you do to escape this is to just warp to another system, really, if you're stuck there. Hyperdrive has no fuel. Great. Let's make some fuel really quick.
Technology recharge.
Before we get destroyed. And we'll just warp to the closest system that doesn't require a cadmium drive. And then we'll hop back because I didn't really want to warp to a different system there. So there's absolutely going to be no one here. Let's head back there. It's luckily marked by our freighter. And that just is a lesson to be more careful about approaching space stations in the Corvette. That didn't really happen ever to me before Corvettes. It was probably possible, it just maybe I was more careful. And apparently there's a Derelict Freighter here right by the space station. We're going to ignore that. Ignore the Sentinels attacking. Let's get inside. So I did see someone working on a Corvette out there. Maybe that person will be nice enough to let us into their Corvette for a little ride. I don't think we have to ride very long before the auction. Here's the station core for one of the optional rewards. Uplink glass, data loss, suppress anomalies, upload anomaly definition. Compiling iterations, signatures, linking, deploying. Deployment complete. Station core resumes its regular routine. No trace remains of its hostile messaging from before. Data fragments detected. Iteration matching definition still isolated. Upload assistance? Yeah, sure. Here's your orbital uplink blueprint. Broadcast isolated fragments. Functional. All systems stable. And there we go. Resistance milestone complete. Stabilize Sentinel Traveler relations. 1200 Quicksilver reward. Nice reward. Alright, let's go see if we can't ride in someone else's Corvette for the final reward. It looks like there's a couple occupied berths here. That's our ship back there. Oh! There's somebody here, Star Killer. Invite to group. How do I do that again? E. Declined. Okay, might be easier to go to the anomaly to do the final mission then. And I'm not getting any translation on what the language he's speaking there. Might be German. Not sure. We'll go hit the anomaly and see if anyone there is willing to give me a ride. I did try riding on someone's Corvette from the anomaly once before, and as soon as you leave the anomaly, if you're not in their party, you just get warped to your own ship, so it doesn't count. But maybe if we can talk to someone. Alright. Oh, there's already someone on board. What the heck? What the heck is that? It must be another case of landing on a point that's already occupied. Because that didn't give me a name or anything. Let's see how long it takes to get someone's attention. Oops, what am I doing? May have been a while since I've been to the anomaly. Apparently busy. Alright, we do have Quicksilver Synthesis Companion waving at us. We can collect our expedition rewards. Look at all the stuff we've got from previous expeditions. Oh, there's a couple that I haven't done still. I'll have to go back and do those eventually. There's also a terminal over here that lets you end the expedition. We don't want to do that yet. Still an optional milestone to complete. Doesn't look like anyone's interested in talking to us here, though. I guess the other option, if no one says anything, is to go back to the first rendezvous and try it there. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do is call it completed at this point and say, hey, thanks so much for watching. If you're watching this, I truly appreciate it. I'd like it if you click the like button for me. That would make my day. And check out the channel, see what else might be interesting to you. Until next time, this has been Corknut doing the Corvette Expedition in No Man's Sky. Hope to see you again. Bye bye.